everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chris. I am a beauty enthusiast, and you can go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit that bell button if you want to see more videos that I come out with. Now today is not about, palettes or anything like that or dupes. Today is about how I clean my brushes. I clean my brushes with this bad boy. This is the Makeup Brush Cleaner by Procleaner. A few people on the Hush app have asked me to post how I clean my brushes a video just to see how this machine works. My brush cleaning days have gone from headache to glorious because it's so much easier now. Now the one that I got is very specific with the instructions. It was really easy to follow, so it worked out really well for me. Now in this video I'm going to be cleaning these brushes. I'm going to be using brush guards. I'm going to be using this machine right here, water which is at room temperature, a cup to just transfer the water into here, another clear dish to transfer the dirty water after we clean some brushes, and of course some soap. I use Johnson & Johnson soap on my brushes because it's gentle yet tough. Now in this box came this bowl, this machine with the little add-on clip, and these are for the brushes. They're like little connectors to connect the brush to the actual machine. So the bowl originally came like this. It was separate into 3 different things. You're gonna put the rubber part inside. Hold on, there we go, first, just like that, and then you're gonna take this plastic part and put it right on top. You put this on, that way when the brush goes in the water, it starts to spin, the water doesn't splash up. Next, what came in the box was this bad boy and this. So I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. Looks like this, and this little part looks like this. This part connects to these right here. Now these are the shapes and different sizes for the brushes themselves. For example, I have an LA Colors brush right here. I would try to match it to a size. This one's good actually. I'll put it in there, and then when I take it out, I will connect this part. But I'm going to get into that in just a little bit. Just want to give you guys an example of why this is important. So you would take this once it's connected and put it here, because that's what actually makes it spin. See? So I have a ton of different brushes that we're going to be using this on. I have powder brushes, I have brushes that are shaped funny at the end, all the good stuff. I use these brushes for contouring, foundation, highlight, you name it. I took a whole bunch of different types of brushes so you can see how it works on them, and you can see how wonderful my life is now that I have this. By the way, I'm going to put in the description box where I got this, how much it costs, and all that good stuff. It was not expensive. I believe it was less than $20. I can't even remember, but I didn't pay more than that. I got it off of Amazon, and it came in like 2 days because I have Amazon Prime, because I'm an impatient person. So step 1 is to put a little bit of soap into the bowl. There you go. Not that much at all. Next, I'm going to go ahead and grab some water. I'm going to use my son's little Thomas cup because it bends easy, and that way nothing spills everywhere in this room. So the amount of water that you put in the bowl should not pass half of the height of the bristles. So if I showed you guys from here, I'm going to put about that much water in the bowl. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some water. There you go. And I'm going to show you guys how much water I put in there so you can see. Now we have to go ahead and connect the brush to the machine. So I go ahead and I'm going to hold my brush. This is a BH Cosmetics 1 brush, and size it up to this bad boy right here. Whoops, excuse me. I'm going to hop on over to this side. This feels good. So when I take it out, I'm just going to lift it up. And you see that bottom part? That bottom part is for this tiny little piece right here. So when you push the brush in, right, when you push it in, you don't want to continue to push it in after you take it out. Right where it's at is a good spot. So now that the brush is already connected to the base, we're going to connect it to this little part right here. I don't know the name of this, but we're going to connect it, and we're going to push through. Now you don't want to push the brush in further, you just want to push this. So what I do is that I hold it here so the brush doesn't move, and I just push this through just like this. Voila. There you go. As long as it's all the way in, you're good to go. Now, if you have space, I just move the brush down, but there's really no extra space. So there you go. That's how it looks all together. it is connected. After you do that, then you connect it to here. It is really important that you do that step in that order. I don't know why, but that's the way it works. When I got the instructions, that's exactly what it says to do, and when I do it that way, it works. Now we're gonna get into the fun part where we actually get to clean it. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna get started. Alright, you guys, we're about to go in. This is how dirty the brush is. It's a super dirty brush, and we're going to see it transform from dirty to clean. So the first thing you do is that you're going to duck it into the water just a few times. Dab, dab, dab. And then right when it's ducked a few times, that's when we're going to turn it on. I'm going to get a little closer so you guys can see the magic happen. So as you can see, the soap is really starting to lather up. I'm just moving the brush up and down to the water. And I'm going to do this for about 10 seconds. And then I'm going to lift it up in the bowl so that it can dry. Okay, now I'm going to lift so she can dry. You dry for about 7 seconds and then you're done. So here it is. I'm going to just go like this, shape it up just a little bit. I'm going to take it off, detach it. And this is the part that I feel like a lot of people skip. I have a bunch of brush guards. I'm going to put it on a brush guard. The reason why I do that is so that it doesn't lose its shape. And voila. I leave my brush guard on for about an hour, maybe even less. It doesn't even need to be an hour, but I'm extra. I like to make sure it's really good. And then it's right back to the way it used to be. So yeah. That's how I clean my brush. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my Kala powder brush. It is a pointed brush, funny looking shape. I'm going to size it up. Let's see. This one or this one? I like this one. To me, I like to put it in a snug fit one. There you go. That is the smallest size, so it works for me. And then I'm going to attach it just like this. There we go. All the way in. And now I'm going to attach it to this. Bada bing, bada boom. If you guys want to see the dirty water, look at the dirty water from the one before. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold on. I hope you guys can see it. I'm holding it in such a weird way. Yeah, that's the dirty water from the one before. I'm going to go ahead and dump that into this bin so it doesn't mix up. We're going to see it go from dirty. I'm going to zoom it in so you guys can see it dirty to clean. So here we go. Dunking into the water. Water's already really dirty. Then I'm going to turn it on. Just going to go up and down in the bowl a few times, counting to 10. Sometimes I'm extra and I go around the edges to make sure it's super clean. Now I'm just going to lift it up and count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're done. I'm going to lift her up slowly out. See, her brushes look crazy, but they are clean. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Oh, look at this though. Absolutely clean. She's so pretty now. And then of course I'm going to slap on a brush guard because that's how you protect your brush hairs. Voila. Now I've had this for quite some time now, so it's not like this is a brand new item for me. I know that this works because I've had it for a while and my brushes are still working. The bristles are still in place. So I do want to put that out there in case some of you guys are like, well, maybe it's new, maybe it just works for now, and maybe your brushes might look crazy later on. It hasn't, and I had this for a few months now. Next brush I'm going to use is this brush because it has a funny looking tail. By the way, I forgot to mention, you cannot use this machine with brushes that are double-ended because obviously when you connect the brush side to this thing, it'll end up spinning and it could probably damage your brush for good and probably the machine. So do not use this if you have a double-ended brush. I'm gonna put it in here. Nope. This one right here. There we go. Gonna dunk it in and get her started. Here we go. And there you go. Here she is. nice and dry and clean. I have a few brushes left, but I'm just going to do 2 more because I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of it. Alright, so I have this brush right here by the Vintage Cosmetic Company. I got this brush with 2 other brushes in a set in my BoxyCharm box for the month of March, I believe. Yes, I believe it was March. But it looks like this. It is dirty up top. We're going to clean her. I'm just going to size her up. This is the size for her. Here we go. Push this in. So, let's put some water. Just a little bit. It's a small brush. Doesn't need a lot of water. Connect her. Duh. Duh. Dipping her in directly onto the soap too. And now I'm going to take her for a spin. And there you have it. Super a duper a clean. Okay guys, so I'm going to do one final brush by the Real Techniques. This is my contour brush. It looks like this. I use this for contouring all the time and it is super dirty. I'm just going to put this in the small one. It's just going to be a snug fit, but that's okay. Alright, connected it here. Connected it here. There we go. I'm going to bring you guys on an up view so you can see how it looks from up top. Here we go. You guys can see the soap and I probably put way too much. But I'm going to go ahead and dunk her in. Here we go. You can see the water is already changing. She was dirty. Really, really dirty. Okay, after dunking her in, I'm just going to turn her on. Here we go. There it is. I'm going to move her up and down the water a few times for 10 seconds. I like to really lather them up sometimes. Alright, that's definitely long enough. I'm going to bring her up for 7 seconds. And turn her off. And there. Beautiful. So just like the other ones, the brush hairs might look a little crazy, but if you go like this, and then you put a brush guard, it'll be like brand new. Now I'm going to bring it up close so you guys can see how clean she is compared to how she was before. I'm going to go ahead and put a brush guard on her. Voila. Alright guys, well that's it. I cleaned some of my brushes. Normally it doesn't take me this long. Normally it doesn't take me this long, but I was just going slow so I could talk to you guys step by step. I usually get my brushes done really, really quickly. It makes things much easier for me to use this machine because then I can always clean my brushes throughout the week more often than not. Because before, when I had to do it by hand, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be the biggest procrastinator because I would just wait till like I had one brush left that had been used already like 2-3 times, and then I would have to go ahead and clean all of my brushes, and that would take forever, especially by hand. I used to get a little frustrated, I'm not gonna lie. So after I got this, I just didn't have to worry about that anymore. So if you want to see, look at this dirty water. This is all the dirty water from the brushes. Like, that's really gross, guys. Now, guys, if you don't want to get this machine, that's okay. But I do want to mention that you should always clean your brushes. These brushes go on your face. There's a lot of bacteria in them when they sit out and all that good stuff because bacteria gets on your face as well throughout the day. So it is important to clean your brushes. Whether you do it by hand or by this machine or a different machine, doesn't matter. You should always have clean brushes because they go on your face, and your face is, you know, it's precious. You don't want caca on your face now, do you? Do you? Alright guys, well that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that I did my best to show you how this machine works. This is my first time doing kind of like a machine review, so I hope I did a good job. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and drop them down below. Remember that the giveaway on my channel ends June 15th at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you still have time to enter if you want to. Thank you to everybody who's entering. Thank you to everybody who is just being so interactive on my channel, who could care less about the giveaway, who seriously love my channel and is just here for my growth. And I really do appreciate that. Love you guys. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Toodaloo.